My beloved child, if you found this message today, it is not by accident. There is a reason your eyes stopped on these words. I have been guiding your steps even when you thought you were walking alone. Before this day began, I already knew the questions hidden inside your heart. I knew about the silent prayers you whispered when no one else could hear. I saw every tear you tried to hide, every moment you wondered if the promise I placed inside your spirit would ever become reality. Last night, while the world around your soulmate was asleep, something unexpected happened. It was not just another ordinary dream. It was not the imagination playing tricks on their mind. I allowed them to see a vision that they could not ignore. I placed your image before them with a clarity they have never experienced before. Even after waking up, they could not shake what they had seen because what I revealed carried my presence. For a long time they have tried to silence the feelings I planted inside them. They convinced themselves they could move on without you. They distracted themselves with work, responsibilities, entertainment, and conversations with other people. Yet every attempt to forget only brought them back to the same place. Deep inside, something kept reminding them of you. You have wondered why everything has taken so long. You asked me why the silence continued when your heart longed for an answer. There were days you questioned whether you had misunderstood my voice. There were nights when disappointment tried to convince you that nothing would ever change. But my child, my timing has never failed. I never rush because I see the entire picture while you only see one chapter. If I delayed something, it was because I was protecting both of you from receiving the promise before you were ready to carry it. The vision I showed your soulmate was not simply about your face. It was about the peace they always felt when they were close to you. It reminded them of conversations they thought they had forgotten. It reminded them of moments that seemed ordinary then but now carry extraordinary meaning. I awakened memories that had been buried beneath fear and pride. When they opened their eyes this morning, they felt different. They could not explain why your name suddenly echoed inside their thoughts. They tried to continue with their normal routine, but every quiet moment brought your image back again. They kept asking themselves why they could not stop thinking about you. This was not coincidence. This was my hand gently touching a heart that had become distracted. Sometimes I speak through circumstances. Sometimes I speak through people. And sometimes I speak through dreams and visions that leave no room for doubt. Do not misunderstand what I am saying. This does not mean everything will happen instantly. Seeds still need time before they become harvest. But what happened last night marked the beginning of a shift that neither of you can fully see yet. I know you have become tired of waiting. Waiting tests your faith in ways nothing else can. It forces you to trust me even when there is no visible evidence that I am working. Yet the greatest miracles often begin where human eyes can see absolutely nothing. While you have been praying, I have been preparing. While you have been wondering, I have been arranging. While you have been crying, I have been moving pieces into their proper place. Nothing has been wasted. Every delay has carried purpose. Your soulmate may still wrestle with fear. They may still question what they experienced. But the vision I gave them planted something inside their heart that will continue growing. They cannot simply erase what they saw because my truth has a way of returning again and again until it is acknowledged. So today I ask you not to chase what I have already set into motion. Do not allow anxiety to push you into forcing conversations that I have not yet opened. Do not let impatience steal the peace I want you to carry. Your responsibility is not to control the outcome. Your responsibility is to remain faithful while I complete what only I can do. Trust that I am working beyond what your eyes can see. Trust that even now I am touching hearts, opening doors, and preparing moments that will unfold at exactly the right time. The vision was only the beginning, not the end of the story. There is something you must understand about the way I work, my beloved child. I rarely reveal everything at once. If I showed you the entire journey today, you would either become overwhelmed by its size or impatient with its pace. Instead, I lead you one step at a time. Every season has its own purpose, and every delay has been shaping a stronger version of both you and your soulmate. The vision they received last night did more than remind them of your face. It awakened emotions they had buried beneath layers of fear, disappointment, and unanswered questions. Feelings they believed had faded suddenly became impossible to ignore. Throughout this day, small reminders have continued appearing before them. A familiar song, a place that carries memories, a conversation that unexpectedly mentioned something connected to you. None of these moments happened by chance. I have a way of using ordinary things to accomplish extraordinary purposes. Your soulmate has been trying to convince themselves that life would be easier if they simply ignored what was in their heart. They thought avoiding their emotions would protect them from vulnerability. But love that I plant cannot remain hidden forever. It continues growing beneath the surface until the moment comes when it can no longer be denied. You have often wondered why they seemed distant. You questioned whether their silence meant they had forgotten you. Some days you even blamed yourself, searching for mistakes that were never yours to carry. But I want you to release those heavy burdens today. Their silence has never meant my absence. What you could not see was the battle taking place inside them. Fear has whispered that they might be rejected. Pride has told them to remain silent. Past pain has reminded them of every disappointment they have ever experienced. These voices have fought against the gentle direction of my spirit. Yet no voice is stronger than mine when a heart is willing to listen. Last night's vision became a turning point because it interrupted the endless cycle of doubt. For a brief moment, everything else became quiet. My voice became clearer than their fears. They experienced peace unlike anything they had felt in a long time, and that peace pointed them back toward you. Do not expect every change to happen overnight. Transformation is often quieter than people imagine. Sometimes it begins with a single thought that refuses to disappear. Then it becomes curiosity. Curiosity becomes courage. Courage becomes action. Before long, what once seemed impossible becomes reality because I have been guiding every step. While they are processing what I revealed, I am asking you to continue growing where you are. Do not put your entire life on hold waiting for another person. Continue becoming the person I created you to be. Continue walking in faith. Continue serving with joy. Continue choosing peace instead of worry. The healthiest relationships are built between two people who have first learned to trust me completely. Remember how many times I have carried you through situations that seemed impossible. I have never abandoned you. I was with you in every lonely night. I was with you when your prayers seemed unanswered. I was with you when you smiled in front of others while hiding your pain inside. My presence has never left you, and it never will. There are blessings approaching that you cannot yet imagine. Some of them involve relationships. Some involve opportunities. Some involve healing in areas you stopped praying about because you thought nothing would ever change. But I have not forgotten a single promise I have spoken over your life. The vision I gave your soulmate was one piece of a much larger plan. Even now I am arranging conversations you cannot hear, opening doors you cannot see, and removing obstacles that once stood in your way. Every detail is unfolding according to my perfect wisdom. So resist the temptation to become discouraged if today looks the same as yesterday. Great changes often begin invisibly before they become visible. Just because you cannot see movement does not mean nothing is happening. Roots grow beneath the soil long before fruit appears on the branches. Stay close to me. Let my peace guard your heart. Refuse to let fear write your story. The one who began this work is faithful to finish it, and when the right moment arrives, you will understand why every season happened exactly as it did. My beloved child, there is another truth I want you to hear today. The vision I gave your soulmate was not only meant to remind them of you, it was meant to remind them of me. Before they can fully recognize the place you have in their life, they must first recognize my hand at work. Relationships built without my guidance often collapse under pressure, but relationships surrendered to me can withstand the storms that come. Your soulmate woke up carrying a question they could not answer. Why did your face appear so clearly? Why did the emotions feel so real? Why did the peace remain even after the dream ended? They may try to explain it away with logic, but deep inside they know something was different. My spirit has a way of leaving a mark that cannot be erased. Throughout this day they have found themselves pausing more often than usual. In quiet moments, your name has returned to their thoughts without warning. They have replayed memories they once tried to forget. They have wondered whether they made the right choices. They have questioned whether fear caused them to walk away from something I intended for good. Do not rejoice over their confusion. Instead, pray for their clarity. Ask me to replace fear with courage, pride with humility, and uncertainty with wisdom. The greatest victories are not won through pressure or manipulation, they are won when hearts willingly respond to my voice. I know you have imagined how everything will happen. You have pictured the conversation, the message, the phone call, or the unexpected meeting. But my plans are often greater than human expectations. If you try to control every detail, you may miss the beautiful way I have already chosen to work. Be patient with the process. Every day I am removing another layer of doubt. Every day I am teaching both of you lessons that will strengthen what lies ahead. Character is formed in waiting. Faith is strengthened in silence. Trust grows when you continue believing even without immediate evidence. There were moments when you almost gave up. You told yourself it would be easier to stop hoping. You considered closing your heart completely so you would never be disappointed again. Yet every time you reached that point, I quietly reminded you not to lose faith. That reminder was my presence leading you forward. Do not allow temporary emotions to make permanent decisions. A difficult season does not mean your story is over. What feels like an ending is often the beginning of something greater that you cannot yet see. As for your soulmate, they are entering a season where ignoring my direction will become increasingly difficult. The peace they experienced in the vision will continue calling them toward truth. They may resist for a time, but my voice is persistent, gentle, and full of love. I do not force hearts, but I faithfully invite them to walk in the path I have prepared. Meanwhile, keep your eyes on me rather than on signs. Signs can encourage you, but they should never become the foundation of your faith. Your confidence must rest in my character, not in dreams, visions, or circumstances. I remain faithful whether you see immediate results or not. The day is coming when many of the questions you carry today will finally receive answers. Until then, guard your heart from bitterness. Forgive quickly. Love deeply. Walk humbly. Continue becoming the person I created you to be, because every step of obedience prepares you for the blessings ahead. You are not forgotten. Your prayers have not disappeared into silence. Every sincere cry has reached me. Every tear has been seen. Every moment of faith has mattered. Continue trusting my timing, because I am weaving together a story more beautiful than anything you could have written on your own. My beloved child, as you listen to these words, I want you to quiet every voice that has been filling your mind with fear. There are voices that tell you nothing will ever change. There are voices that insist you have waited too long. There are voices that whisper you should stop believing because hope only leads to disappointment. But those voices do not come from me. I am the God who brings light into darkness and hope into impossible situations. I have never been limited by human timelines. What people call impossible, I call an opportunity to reveal my faithfulness. The same God who opened seas, restored broken hearts, and made a way where none existed is still working today. The vision I gave your soulmate was not an accident. It was a gentle invitation for them to pay attention to what they have been ignoring. Sometimes people become so busy trying to control their future that they stop listening to the quiet direction of my spirit. That is why I often speak in moments when the world is silent, when distractions are gone, and the heart is finally able to hear. Your soulmate may not tell anyone what they experienced. They may keep it to themselves because they are still trying to understand it. They may even wonder if they should dismiss it completely. Yet no matter how hard they try, the memory of that vision continues returning. It has become like a seed planted deep within their heart, and with each passing day that seed is growing. At the same time, I have been doing a work inside you. While you focused on what seemed delayed, I was strengthening your faith. While you questioned the silence, I was teaching you to trust my voice above every circumstance. While you waited, I was healing wounds you did not even realize you carried. One day you will look back and realize that the waiting season protected you from rushing into something before the proper time. You will understand that my delays were never punishments. They were preparations. I was building a stronger foundation so that what I bless will not easily be shaken. Do not compare your journey with anyone else's. I write every story differently. What I am doing in your life cannot be measured by another person's timeline. Keep your eyes on me, not on the lives of those around you. Comparison steals peace, but trust restores it. There will be moments soon when unexpected opportunities begin to appear. Conversations that once seemed impossible will suddenly become possible. Closed doors will begin to open. Confusion will slowly give way to clarity. Do not be surprised when you see my hand moving in ways you never anticipated. When those moments come, respond with humility rather than pride. Respond with gratitude rather than fear. Remember that every good thing comes from me. Let forgiveness guide your heart instead of resentment. Let wisdom lead your words instead of emotion. If your soulmate reaches out, answer with grace. Do not allow past hurt to become the only voice that speaks. Listen carefully. Pray before responding. Allow my peace to direct every decision. A relationship built on forgiveness, honesty, and faith has a far stronger foundation than one built on emotion alone. And if the timing is not yet today, do not lose heart. I am still working. Every sunrise is another reminder that my mercies are new. Every breath you take is proof that I have not finished writing your story. The chapter you are living now is not the final one. So lift your eyes above your circumstances. Walk forward with confidence instead of fear. Continue seeking me with all your heart. I know the desires you carry, and I know the future I have prepared. Remain faithful in the small things, and trust me with the things you cannot control. Very soon, what has been hidden will become clear, what has been uncertain will become steady, and what has been delayed will unfold according to my perfect purpose. When that day arrives, you will see that I was with you through every step, guiding both your heart and your journey with a love that never fails. My beloved child, before this message comes to an end, I want you to remember one final truth that can carry you through every season ahead. Do not measure my faithfulness by what you see today. Measure it by who I have always been. I have never abandoned those who trusted me. I have never forgotten a prayer offered with a sincere heart. I have never stopped working, even when my work remained invisible. The vision your soulmate experienced was only one moment in a much greater story that I am writing. Do not become so focused on that single moment that you forget the one who is holding the pen. Dreams may come and go. Feelings may rise and fall. Circumstances may change without warning. But my love for you remains constant. I know there have been mornings when you woke up wondering if anything would ever be different. I know there were nights when you whispered, "Lord, are you still listening?" My child, I heard every word. Even the prayers you could not speak aloud reached my heart. Even the tears that fell in silence became precious before me. You are not invisible to me. You are not forgotten. Every step you have taken in faith has been noticed. Every act of obedience has mattered. Every moment you chose hope instead of despair has strengthened the foundation I am building beneath your life. As you move forward from today, do not carry fear into your future. Carry faith. Do not carry bitterness. Carry forgiveness. Do not carry anxiety. Carry peace. The burdens you have been trying to hold were never meant for your shoulders. Place them into my hands and allow me to carry what you cannot. If your soulmate truly seeks my direction, I will lead them with wisdom. If they need conviction, I will provide it. If they need courage, I will strengthen them. If they need healing, I will begin that work. Trust me to deal with every heart according to my perfect knowledge, because I see what no human being can see. Meanwhile, keep your own heart pure. Continue speaking words that bring life. Continue showing kindness when it would be easier to become cold. Continue believing that my plans are higher than your own. Every day you choose faith over fear, you are drawing closer to the future I have prepared. Never believe the lie that your waiting has been wasted. Waiting with me is never empty. In the waiting, I teach wisdom. In the waiting, I build patience. In the waiting, I prepare blessings that could never be sustained without the lessons learned along the way. The story I am writing is not based on coincidence. It is built upon purpose. Every meeting, every delay, every lesson, every unexpected turn has been woven together by my hands. One day you will look back and recognize my fingerprints on moments you once believed were meaningless. So leave this message with confidence instead of confusion. Leave with hope instead of fear. Walk into tomorrow knowing that I go before you. I stand beside you. I remain behind you. There is nowhere you can go where my presence cannot reach you. Keep praying even when answers seem delayed. Keep believing even when evidence has not yet appeared. Keep loving me with all your heart, because those who place their trust in me will never walk alone. I am preparing tomorrow while you are living today. I am opening doors you cannot yet see. I am arranging moments that will arrive at exactly the right time. Rest in my promises, not in your worries. May my peace fill your heart today. May my wisdom guide every decision you make. May my strength uphold you when you feel weak. And may you always remember that no matter what happens, my love for you is unchanging, my timing is perfect, and my plans for your life are always filled with hope. If this message touched your heart, take a quiet moment to thank me. Continue walking in faith, continue trusting my timing, and remember always, I am with you, today, tomorrow, and forever. Amen.